Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to share with you my evaluation of my trading performance for 2020 as well as some goals and targets that I've set myself for trading in 2021. So let's get right into it. So I'll just load up my weekly review and metric sheet here onto my monthly sheet where I have created some tables and some graphs which I'm going to break down with you now. 2020 has been a pretty crazy year for me in my personal life as well as for trading. I've had a lot of moving around. I've moved house. I've moved from trading stocks to Forex. If you've been following the channel Mindfully Trading, you probably will know a lot of the journey I've been going through. But if you're new, I'll just give you a very brief background here. So I started trading Forex in March of 2020 in a demo account. I then transitioned into trading Forex live in April of 2020. So a year ago today, I have never traded Forex and I didn't know what Forex was other than the trading of currencies from different countries. This year, 2020, has been a huge learning journey for me and I feel like I've learned and grown a lot as a trader, especially as a Forex trader. So as you can see from the table in front of me, when I started trading Forex in April 2020, I started with a balance of £500, a very small account, and my goal all along wasn't to make lots of money, it wasn't to become immediately rich, it was basically to stay alive whilst trading, whilst I learned to grow and develop. And that goal I feel like I have achieved this year because at the end of the year, my balance on my account is £369.04. So obviously, it has been a red year if you're looking at it in terms of net profit and loss. It's been a loss, but I wasn't really aiming to make lots of money anyway this year. I just wanted to learn how to trade Forex. And as far as that goes, the very fact that I'm able to finish 2020 and still have an account means I feel like I've achieved that goal, and I'm really happy with that alone. So overall this year, I have lost £130.45, which equates to roughly minus 26% on my starting balance of £500, which I feel ultimately puts me in the top 5% of traders who manage to stay live in their accounts after the first 3 months of trading live. So I'm looking at this as more of an achievement rather than a loss, which might seem a little bit weird when you're looking at the data in front of me. But just to summarise this briefly, the first part of trading Forex, I was mainly focusing on really perfecting my knowledge and practice of proper risk management, which was basically keeping my account alive, following really good practices to protect my account. That was my goal. From August to September to October, I was basically tweaking my strategy. So I didn't go into this knowing exactly what I was doing. I was kind of learning it along the way. I learned enough to feel like it was right for me to trade live because I felt like trading in a live environment was the best way for me to learn personally. I'm not saying that's for everybody. But that's why I kept my account small and I kept my risk per trade very small, all to protect my account whilst it facilitated this learning. Now in October, this was when I actually started to refine my trading strategy and I was day trading on a daily basis. I took a big loss in October, but I got it under control, and in November I had my first green month followed by a better green month in December. So I feel like throughout this year I've been learning, and as you can see on the graph here on the right hand side, it has predominantly been in the red. I had this big red spike down because I was trading a lot, but ultimately I've managed to pick it back up and I've managed to finish off in the green, which is a really nice end to the year. Now, as I'm doing this video, again, just to reiterate, I'm not sharing this saying that I am a successful trader because as you can see, I'm not yet. I'm learning. I'm just sharing this as a true reflection of what it's like trading as a beginner, being able to set some realistic goals, being able to approach this from a process-orientated mindset, from being patient, and ultimately just following some good habits and practices to be able to really get this. So my main evaluation of what I have achieved in 2020 is, first and foremost, my account is live, and that for me is a great achievement. I've managed to complete my first year trading Forex and I've managed to not blow up my account. So that definitely goes at the top of the list of my achievements for 2020. As I said before, I've also gained some really valuable experience this year. I've learned so much and I'm really excited to carry that learning through to the new year to be able to build on the foundations that I have set in 2020. continuing on with my achievements, I've really improved my risk management capabilities, and I feel like I have really learned a lot about risk management and the importance of risk management, because it can sometimes be quite underestimated when you're trading. But I think it's fair to say that risk management is actually one of the most important elements of trading if you want to be successful at this long term. I've also really refined my trading strategy this year. If you've been following my videos, you'll know that I've hopped about with quite a lot of different strategies, experimenting with swing trades, different types of day trades. But as a result, at the end of the year, I've managed to refine my trading strategy, a strategy that works well for me. It's the best times for me and the best way to trade for me. So I'm really happy to have formulated this plan that I can then carry into the new year to follow and to build on. And finally, I feel like I've achieved some really nice solid results towards the end of the year. I've managed to finish on a green, and for me it's quite a clear confirmation that I'm on the right track and I've just got to carry on going. So let's have a look at some of the goals I'm setting for 2021. Firstly, my main goal is to continue following my trading plan, including following the risk management practices, following my strategy of scalping price action on a daily basis. I have created some videos, I'll include a link above if you want to check them out on my strategy trading price action, and I'm also going to share a new video probably next week, a little bit more in depth on that strategy, so look out for that. Following on with my goals for 2021, I'm going to continue to build some consistently green data. And ultimately, I'm looking to make 10% in a month. That's one of my main goals because it will symbolize to me that I'm really starting to get somewhere with my trading. I think it's important to say as well that on that note, in December, I did my best month in December. I made just under 5% on my account. But hopping on to each week record here, I actually took 2 weeks off in December because I felt like I really needed a break towards the end of the year. I think it's important to, look after yourself, and I felt like I just needed to take some time out. And I was doing really well. I've managed to, as I say, get up to just under 5%. So I'd be curious to see what had happened if I had traded those 2 weeks. I know you can't really make any kind of predictions on that, but to make just under 5% in 2 weeks is definitely a sign that I'm on the right track. And I'm going to try to continue that in the new year and aim to push to make 10% in a month. Once I'm able to meet those goals, I'm going to shift into one of my main goals for 2021, one that I'm really excited about. You may have heard of it as well. And that is to open an account with FTMO, which are a firm that provide funded accounts for trading. If you've come across FTMO, or you might even trade an FTMO account yourself, drop a comment below and share a bit of insight on your experience if you want to, of course. It'd be really great to get some feedback on FTMO. And if you're new to them, again, feel free to drop a comment below because I might create another video showing a little bit more about FTMO funding. But basically, my goal with FTMO is to obviously open the account, is to complete the challenge, to complete the verification phase, and then ultimately to be able to receive a funded account that I can trade, which means that I will be able to follow the same plan, the same process, the same strategy, the same risk management practices that I'm doing now, but I will just have a larger account. So both the winners and the losers are going to be larger, which is why I'm focusing on my results in a percentage term at the moment rather than currency, because once I get this under control and get it consistent, then theoretically shifting into a funded account will be the same process. There's obviously going to be those extra emotional elements that go with that, and I will continue to work through that as mindfully as I can as they arise. But that is my major goal for 2021, and I'm really hoping that this time next year I am able to say that I am trading as a funded trader with FTMO. Meanwhile, bringing it all back to the present moment, I've just got to continue being patient, being mindful, being disciplined, and being persistent with my approach that I am doing here to trade. So I hope that you've enjoyed this reflective video, something a little bit different, but just to bring you guys up to speed with my goals for my trading and for my channel. I'm going to continue sharing this with you in the new year on the Mindfully Trading channel, so make sure you subscribe below if you're not already subscribed, and if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to drop me a thumbs up. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye.